guys, it's Hannah here, and today I'm here with part 1 of 3 of my makeup inventories for the start of 2017. So I decided to split this up into 3 videos: base, eyes, lips, easy, because I kind of want to go a little bit more in depth with you of what I have and how many I have and all of that. I mentioned in my project pan video what I kind of wanted to get down mostly, and I'll go a little bit more in depth in this video for that as well. But we're here, as the title says, for base. So let's get started with primers. So I have 7 primers open at the moment, and I have 2 backups. I have 2 of those primers currently in my project pan. They are the Elizabeth Arden Flawless Start Primer and the Napoleon Purtis Carmen Primer. I will leave a card to my project pan intro if you haven't seen it. It'll be up. I don't know which side it goes. Up there somewhere. The other primers I have are the Hourglass Veil. They are also the 2 backups I have. I have 2 minis of the Hourglass Veil as backups. The Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer, I will kind of focus on that once I finish the Elizabeth Arden. The Napoleon Original Autopilot Primer and the new Autopilot Bronzing Primer. So those are my, 7 primers? Yes, no, 7 primers. And then I have 2 mattifying products. So I have the Cover FX Custom Blot Drops and the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue. So these are products I put under primers to kind of mattify the skin. Obviously you can mix your custom blot drops in with your foundation as well, which I do, but they're kind of mattifying products for me, not primers. For liquid foundations, I have 7. We have the Revlon Color Stay, the L'Oreal True Match. If you wonder why I'm looking down, I'm reading it off for you. The MAC Pro Longwear Foundation, the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops, the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus, the Napoleon Purtis Boudoir Mist Spray Foundation. Technically not a liquid foundation, but I didn't really want to have a separate category for spray foundation. So those are those. I'm currently trying to work through my Revlon Color Stay Foundation and my L'Oreal True Match Foundation. They're kind of the 2 I'm trying to use up at the moment because they are kind of the oldest in my collection. Everything else is relatively new, as you guys are aware of. I've just repurchased Pro Longwear in about October. Custom Cover I've just opened. Urban Decay was in November. Matte Velvet Plus was just in January. Boudoir Mist I use quite consistently and go through quite quickly. Tinted moisturizers, BB creams or CC creams. I have 1. So I have the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. I'll get this out for you. I have the shade Opal. This is an SPF 30 and it is 1.18 fluid ounces. I don't love this. I find this kind of breaks up apart on my skin a little bit. I've had it for so long that I think the SPF's probably gone bad. I'm going to try and use it a few more times before I decide to get rid of it, but yes. So that was also what the point of this video was, to kind of let you know what I was thinking about products. Then we have concealers. I have 10 concealers, which I just realised I've forgotten one. There we go. So the first I have is the Napoleon Purtis Hideout Concealer and the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. As you guys know, these are in my project pan at the moment to use up and move out. Then we have the Bobbi Brown Corrector in Extra Light Peach. I also have a backup of that. The Napoleon Purtis The One Light Concealer. The NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have 2 colours. One is a mini in custard and the full size is in chantilly or vanilla. And then we have the IT Cosmetics Bye Under Eye Illumination. I have the little sample of that I'm going through at the moment. And I have a full size backup in medium. The Maybelline Master Concealer in Fair. The Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer in the Pot for blemishes. And this is in the shade 1C Light. And then I have my MAC Conceal Palette in Light. Yeah, in Light. MAC Correcting Conceal Palette, sorry. Then we have loose powders. I have 2 loose powders. My NARS Translucent Crystal Powder, which is in my project pan, and the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder. For pressed powders, I have 5 pressed powders. We have the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, the Rimmel Stay Matte, which is in my project pan at the moment, the Maybelline Matte Maker, which will move to my project pan once I finish the Rimmel, the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation, and the Inglot Pressed Powder, which I keep in my bag for touch-ups. Blush. I have a lot of blushes. I have no cream blushes. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know I decluttered all my cream blushes 6 to 12 months ago because I decided I just didn't use them. Now, a lot of these blushes are very similar in colour. I do have 3 minis. Let's see if I can drag people. 3 minis in here, but I'm not going to focus on blushes because I do just prefer to rotate them. As you guys know, I've been trying to do a different blush each day, and there haven't been any that disappoint me so far, so none are moving out of my collection at the moment. Hiccups. So I have 19 powder blushes individually. I have Tarte's Exposed, the MAC in Extra Dimension See Me Hear Me, Benefits Havana and Rockatua, Milani Tea Rose, Napoleon Purtis Mosaic Blushing. I have 2 Too Faced, one full size, one mini. The full size is Your Love is King and the mini is Love Hangover, which looks like this, which is still a really decent amount of product in here. You get 2 grams. Still heaps of product for a blush. I have 2 NARS minis. I have Gulu and Deep Throat. I have the NYX Peach Blush in the old formula, which I should probably be moving out because this is discontinued and they don't make it anymore. But I legit have worn away the pattern on that. We have the Urban Decay Afterglow. It is Afterglow 8-hour blush in Fetish, Hourglass Mood Exposure, Essence Baby Doll, and Bury Me Up, which is the Silky Touch and the Matte Touch. The Clinique Cheek Pop in Plum Pop, and 2 Milani Baked Blushes in Delicioso Pink and Rose Euro. I also have the MAC Kindergarten Red Ombre Blush. For blush palettes, I have the NARS Orgasm Laguna Duo, the Tarte Colour Wheel that was out at Christmas, which is this one here that's got the 8 blushes and 2 highlighters. I have the my MAC Create Yourself kind of palette in a Makeup Forever thing, so 4 MAC blushes and a Benefit Coralista. I have my Napoleon Purtis Ultimate Contour Palette, the Illamasqua Katie and Ambition Duo, and the MAC Nutcracker Sweet Peach Compact. So for blush palette, I basically said if it had a blush in it, it went in the blush palettes, except for one because I put it somewhere else. One that lives in my eyeshadows, I put it as an eyeshadow. For bronzers, I have 4 powder bronzers and 1 cream bronzer. I have the Benefit Hoola, the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and the NARS Laguna All-In Minis. I have the full-size Physicians Formula Bronze Booster in Light. Is that what this is? Light to medium. And then I have the Chanel Sol Eighteen Day Chanel. So 5 bronzers in total. For contour palette, I do just have the Smashbox contour palette. I put the Napoleon in the other one again because it has a blush in it and the Smashbox doesn't. For highlighting powders, I have 13, and now I included my Colourpop in as powder products because I use them as I use a powder product. So I have the Colourpop in Smoke and Whistles and Monster. Monster is currently in my project pan. We have 3 MAC, the Pearl Sunshine Beauty Powder, the In Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Show Gold, and the Mineralized Skin Finish in Lightscapade. I have Laura Mercier Devotion and the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Highlight in 01. I have the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Beige, the Napoleon Purtis Reflective Refiner Highlighter, Anastasia So Hollywood Illuminator, the Physicians Formula Natural Nude Shimmer Brick. Is that what it's called? Shimmer Brick? Shimmer Strips? Is that one there? It's not strips, it's bricks. And then Becca Moonstone and Becca Pearl, which is new to my collection. For cream highlighters, I have 3, and then I have 1 backup. I have the all minis. Well, the Cover FX is a full size, but it looks really small. The Benefit High Beam, the Cover FX Bubbly, and the Napoleon Purtis Autopilot Radiance Boosting Primer. And then as a backup, I have a mini Benefit Girl Mints Pearl. So that is it for my base product inventory of what I have. To give this video a thumbs up if you guys liked it and this format. This is kind of telling you what I have, what I'm using, what I'm trying to do with my products, kind of work through them there. For bronzers, I am using up my Chanel Sol Eighteen Day Chanel, and I've made an edit to my project pan, and I'm going to be using up my NARS Laguna Mini rather than the Physicians Formula. So that is what's going on makeup wise there. Do give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, as I said. Comment down below what other videos you guys would like to see. And click subscribe to stay tuned. I will link the eyes video up here when it is ready and in the description bar if I remember when it goes up. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!